Hi, I'm Melody, and I'm going to be talking to you today about perseverance. Have you ever tried to do something, you really wanted to accomplish this thing, and then you just failed miserably? You couldn't do it. I have. Many times. Many times. More than I can even count. The thing is that there are times in our lives when we try and sometimes drive ourselves crazy with trying. We put forth the effort, we put forth the hard work, and still see no results. It's to no avail, and we don't achieve the results that we wanted to. So, in that moment, what do?
Let it go, let it go. I am one with the wind and sky. Let it go.
Most of the time, in our frustration and in the agony of realizing that we have failed, we simply quit. Many times it's easier to give up and just go back to doing what we've always done, because giving up is easier than facing our own failure. Because let's face it, failure is really painful. Failure makes us realize our deepest insecurities and fears. Failure takes everything that we don't like about ourselves, all of those things that we know about us that no one else does, and it throws them in our face. It makes us feel exposed and vulnerable. So, at that moment, when we have failed, we have a tendency to give up. We go back to what we've always done. In the midst of the realization of our own defeat and failure, perseverance can look impossible. Success can feel impossible. After the crash and burn of failure, it's easy to go back to whatever is familiar because that's safe. It's safe from those feelings of being inadequate or not succeeding at something, not being good enough to accomplish what you wanted to. And it's safe from the exhaustion of trying so hard and of extreme effort. It's just safe. But the real defeat lies in this retreat to the familiar, the comfortable. We go back to doing whatever it is that we've always done, and thus we never realize our full potential. We trap ourselves in a comfortable prison called normal. The thing about normal is that our true destiny rarely lies within its borders. I mean, name one person who actually did something for this world that gave up after failing for the first, second, third, or even fourth time. Thomas Edison, who is known as one of the greatest inventors in all of history, failed over 2,000 times before he created the light bulb. Einstein failed his entrance exam to try to pursue higher education and had to go back and study for a year. But that's just it. He went back and he studied and tried again the next year. The thing is that perseverance makes the difference between greatness and normal. Perseverance is defined as a steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in success. In other words, perseverance is basically a positive type of stubbornness. It means throwing yourself into a task until you have accomplished it, regardless of the obstacles that try to spring themselves up in your way. So, how do you do that? How do you develop perseverance? How do you choose to persevere in the face of painful failure? The thing is that grit and determination is not something that's just going to spring up overnight. And as much as we would all like to believe that we are the most determined, hard-working, super-duper self-disciplined, tenacious, hardcore people in the whole world, it's not always like that. It's something that you have to develop within yourself. But you can develop it. You just have to be intentional about it. There are 3 things that you can do to develop perseverance. First of all, it's really important to find a group of friends and a group of people to surround yourself with who don't give up easily. If your main group of friends are people who just give up at the first sign of difficulty, get new friends. You don't need that negativity in your life. Surround yourself with the type of people that you want to become. Find out what type of human being you think would improve this planet and surround yourself with those type of people, because those are the friendships that are really worth it and that really mean something. Second of all, you can find a mentor. Find a trusted adult who has accomplished some of the things that you are trying to accomplish. If you wanted to become an Olympic gymnast, you would need a coach, right? We underestimate the power of a good, strong mentor in our lives. Batman was trained by the League of Shadows. Luke Skywalker was trained by Obi-Wan Kenobi. And the Karate Kid was trained by Mr. Miyagi. Don't try to tell me that you have more swagger than Batman. If he needed a mentor, then so do you. You'll never accomplish anything without proper guidance. Finally, remind yourself why whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish is important for you. Because the thing is, perseverance is not sustainable in and of itself. Perseverance is sustainable when you know that you're fighting for a worthy cause. There are times that whatever it is that you're fighting for might be a worthwhile effort, but if you don't remind yourself of that constantly, you won't remember why you're fighting. You'll forget. You'll just forget and burn yourself out with the trying. Constantly remind yourself why what you want to accomplish is important to you. In closing, I just want to tell you, never give up, because your life is worth something. You have something to offer this world, no matter who has told you that you don't, no matter what you feel like, your life is worth something, and you have something that no one else in this world has. You have something. You have a gift to offer this world that no one else on the planet can. Persevere to give that at any cost.